Hi ladies, so this is going to be my video on how I bleach my closures and how you can go from this all the way to this. So starting off, I'm going to be using my lace closure that I got from the Go Naked collection by Portia Williams from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I actually did a review on that, so you guys can check that out. But yeah, this is a lace closure, and like with all lace closures, you can see the knots through the lace. The knots are basically just the hair strand that's knotted through the loop of the net. And I'm also going to be using a tint bowl and a tint brush. I'm going to be using a Ziploc bag just to be a cover for my table, and also aluminum foil for extra protection. And I'm also going to be using shimmer lights, and I'll explain why later. But this is it, Shimmer Lights by Clarol Professional. You can find this at Sally's, or actually your local beauty supply store has them also. Next, I am going to be using Pure White by Clarol. It is 40 volume developer, so it is going to lift as fast as possible. And also I'm going to be using a protein color filler in the color Platinum. So this is a purple undertone, and I'm going to explain why later also. To start off, I'm just going to be using some basic B2W Back to White powdered bleach, and right now I'm going to add in my developer. The key to getting your lace closure near perfect is all about your mix. So I do not measure, I just go for the consistency that I'm looking for. So a lot of people do yogurt, pancake batter. Pancake batter is a little runny, and yogurt is still will be able to seep through. So the texture that I look for is more of like a thick paste, kind of like a hummus, if you know what I'm saying, but definitely not like a yogurt. You want it to be a little bit on the thicker side. So I mixed it, and it wasn't right where I want it yet. So I just added a little bit more. You'll see as you go, you'll see what's the right consistency to be in, more like hummus. So now I'm going in with my protein filler, and this is just an additive that you add to your color. This is going to help with my bringing out the brassiness and orange tones. So it's going to be a pre-treatment, because it's going to be something before we color the hair. So I just add in a few drops. You don't need really that much. It's going to be a purple base, but it'll turn right back to clear. After I added that, it did become a bit thinner, so I had to add a little more powder. But this is going to be a great thing to add when you're bleaching your closures, because you don't want your closure to be brassy after or any orange tones. Now I'm adding a little more powder, because after I added the protein filler, the mix did become a little bit more looser, so I'm just going to add a little more powder, and it's going to become the paste that I like. Now the actual technique that you want to use when you're applying the bleach to the lace, you don't want to actually brush it on, because then you would be applying force to it and pushing in. All you want to do is lightly tap it onto the lace. You want to make sure you have a lot of product on your brush so that it's easier to apply to your lace. I'm just going to to lay that lace right onto the top of aluminum foil, and I'm going to let that process for 25 to 35 minutes. And here. So after the 30 minutes, it is now time to rinse the lace closure. And next I am going to add the shimmer lights. I'm just going to part it really quick so you guys can see. You can see those knots have disappeared. So now I am adding the shimmer lights to the hair, and again this is purple based, so it's going to cancel out that red, orange, no brassiness. And these are just extra steps that you're going to definitely take. You definitely want to make sure that you take so that your closure comes out looking a natural color. Again, you do not want to be walking around with a purple, bleachy closure. So I'm going to let that sit in for about 10 minutes and then I'll come back and we'll rinse. So it's been 10 minutes. Now I'm going to rinse that out and then I'm going to show you guys how amazing it looks after. Okay, so and this is your final product. You can see the knots are not orange, brassy. It is just straight through and it is nice and natural. The only thing you might have to worry about now is once you attach it to your hair is whether your density is the same as your closure. So if not, you can obviously just tweeze in. Tweezing will help, tweezing out some hairs. But this is the final product, guys. And if you like this video, definitely rate and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.